Welcome to my channel and to an absolutely insane project. I'll be playing and making a video on every single Disney game ever made, and I'll be including every single property that Disney owns, so this includes every Marvel, Star Wars, and 20th Century Fox game as well. This is roughly at least 1,000 games. This is a project that will take actual years of my life, so if you're watching this video, subscribe to see me get a headache so bad I will grow Mickey ears from my skull. Today I will be starting from the very beginning, the first Disney games ever made. I'll be discussing the Game & Watch Mickey Mouse games. There are 3 of these. The first is 1981's Mickey Mouse for the Game & Watch widescreen. The second is Mickey and Donald for the Game & Watch multi-screen, released in 1982. The third is also called Mickey Mouse, but it was for the Game & Watch Panorama and was released in 1984. In Mickey Mouse 1981, the goal is to catch eggs from chickens. There are 4 slopes that the eggs slide down, 2 on top and 2 on bottom, as you can see here. That's the whole game. Technically there's no way to beat it, but the eggs get quicker and quicker the more you catch. Now for this project I'll be beating every game that can be beat, but this one can't be. For this project, if the game cannot be beat, I'll consider it completed if I've seen everything the game has to offer. The eggs come so fast from all directions that as soon as I caught one, another fell to the floor. Also, sometimes Minnie Mouse comes out of this window. When she's out, the egg that falls to the floor is only a half miss. Yeah, not really riveting gameplay now, but for the time, it must have been addictive. It sold 1,200,000 copies. It is also interesting because Nintendo in its infancy worked hand in hand with Disney to get a footing in the industry. In the late 1970s, they were struggling financially, but the Game & Watch was very successful and helped turn things around for them. Disney was one of the few companies to license their IP to the console. It's kind of hard to imagine a partnership between Disney and Nintendo now, but if they were to partner up, their copyright lawyers would have an insane boner. Another interesting footnote to this game is that in some Australian states and Asian countries, Nintendo couldn't release the game with Mickey Mouse due to copyright issues with Disney in those places. So they simply changed the sprite to a generic wolf guy, called the game Egg, and changed Minnie to a chicken. I played this one too. It's the same exact gameplay. For my playthrough though, it seemed a bit easier. I don't know if that's just me. Now in 1982, Nintendo was metaphorically jumping in gold like Scrooge McDuck from their Game & Watch sales. So they released a vertical multi-screen Game & Watch, which was a clamshell design. They also released Mickey and Donald. The goal of this game is that you play as both Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck putting out a fire. Mickey stays below and tends the hose, plugging leaks when they occur. Donald stays on the roof spraying water at the fire. If you notice, Goofy is in the fire truck. As for why there's a fire, I don't know, but I think Goofy purposely said it.
Guilty.
This game was also hard, but the dual character control was interesting. Donald seemed not to be consistent with spraying water. Not sure what I was doing wrong because I plugged the leaks. The gameplay here is also not really riveting by modern standards, but an interesting footnote about this game is that Hirokazu Tanaka, who did the music for Earthbound, also did the sound for this game. I'll let you listen for yourself. Amazing work. Now the last Mickey Mouse Game & Watch game, also called Mickey Mouse. This one has completely different gameplay. It was released for the Panorama screen Game & Watch. This model looks really beautiful. Look at how the screen opens up on this. As for the gameplay, you play as Mickey on this ball and have to catch batons thrown by Donald. However, you can't touch the flaming ones. I think Goofy again is the one who is lighting these hazardous batons.
I'll fucking do it again.
Like the last 2, this one is not beatable, but I saw everything the game has to offer. It's interesting to see the progression from the more black and white games to this full color one. And that wraps up the Game & Watch series. Overall, my impression is that these were definitely high quality for their time. The ability to play these high personality games with your favorite characters on the go must have been amazing. My favorite part is definitely the art. The illustrations look straight out of the cartoons. Today these games stand as relics of early gaming, and they are still highly sought out by collectors. To me, they stand as the beginning of the absolutely horrifying journey I'm about to go on. Subscribe to catch the next video on some Mickey Atari games.